Hello, my friend, wherever you are. I'm sending you love, the power of positivity, and vitamin D is somewhere up there. But the sun is shining that way. So, my friend, welcome to the Gazillionaires Club. And today I want to share with you my tip story, meaning that yesterday when I went out for a walk, ever since I got you married, I've been walking anywhere from 3 to 5 miles a day, and you know, it's is actually really good exercise for me. So yesterday when I got out of the hotel, one of the ladies, like, she was like, "Yo, tip." And I was like, "Oh, I was like, oh, because I ran out of pesos at the time, and I didn't know what she was talking about. And for me, it was like really, really strange. Usually in America, right, when we give tip, we give to the person, who cleaned the room. But I check on my camera every day. I have a camera in there, and I check on my camera, and I know who the cleaning person is, and I've been giving him tip. But it was kind of awkward when she came up to me and she was like, "Yo, where's the tip?" And my response was, I was like, "Okay, I don't have," and I didn't have any peso on me at the time, and then I kind of briefly explained to her, like, I've been giving tip to the cleaning person for the last 2 weeks, ever since I came here, and she started looking at the cleaning person, and somehow I don't know how the tip is being distributed. But it's just like when I check my camera, the guy came in, changed the bed sheet, he mopped the floor, and then, but that's it. And then for me, it was just kind of awkward, because, ever since I came here, every service that I've been to, from the taxi driver out of the airport, every places that I went to eat with or without a credit card, my haircut, my laundry, everywhere, right? And I did it because I want to. But my love is all I have to give. And the thing is, when she asked for it, I was kind of like a little bit like unhappy, And then I read up on DuckDuckGo. I just kind of searched like tipping in Mexico. And apparently some of the places, my friend, like, it's kind of an expectation, because a lot of these people, what they do with, the job doesn't pay that high, so they rely a lot on tipping. And usually if you are in like the tourist area, then it's necessary. I want to be a trillionaire so fucking bad. I guess for her part, she was asking for tip because she thought that I haven't been given tip. But apparently, I don't know how the tip would distribute it out, because in America, we give it to people that clean the room. So I didn't make a big deal out of it. I went to get some exchange currency, US dollar to peso, and I gave her some tip yesterday. But when I read up on it this morning regarding, like, tipping in Mexico, like, I kind of get it. It's kind of like, because I always thought that it shouldn't be like an expectation. It should be something that we give because somebody is providing a service, a value to us. But it's different here, and I even read more upon, like, because Merida is considered to be a tourist area, and so it's it is what it is. And wherever I go, because even though I wasn't born in America, but the tradition, wherever I go, I do my part as an American, the good side of American, okay? Not the one where we go out, try to conquer everyone, try to start a war. overthrow a nation. Not like that. The good citizen of America. I make it rain. I make it rain. And one day, even if I'm not becoming a citizen of the U.S., I still carry those with me because it's a part of me. I came here when I was like 5 or 6, and the other thing that I want to continue on this trip, when I start reading articles about Tippin, it's like, you know, Merida is considered to be like a tourist area, but when you go into like smaller city, which I'm planning to, you know, because I'm gonna be here for a couple of months, and every month I want to switch to a place where I can understand the culture more, because it's very similar to Vietnam, but people speak different language, and it just fascinates me. Like, you know, just because people, now, I've said this in a couple of my videos, poverty is not an accident, okay? And when we have poverty, we're gonna have crimes. But that doesn't apply to I mean, most cases, right? Because when people are poor, they have to do what it takes to support themselves, their family, and sometimes it can lead down to the dark road. But what I read from the articles is that, you know, when you go into smaller city, like, people work, but they don't get paid that much. And you know, Tippin is kind of like, you know, because we came from a place where, I mean, people in America live paycheck to paycheck too, but considering we're still better than people here, maybe, I don't know, possibly, because I feel like people here live a lot more freely. Like, they have their own business. they don't have to go into that 9 to 5, even though they don't have as much as we do. All of the things that we have is pretty much debt. So for me, it's pretty much the same. But I feel like we do a lot. We do better, you know, but debt, okay? Con, all you do is woochie woochie wooch. That's all I'm hearing. So when I travel to the smaller city in a few months here, I want to learn more about it, because, you know, like, I can say the same thing with Vietnam. Just because people are poor does not mean that, you know, they are criminals. Like, some of these people work really, really hard, and I want to see that part of Mexico, you know, like, because, man, it breaks my heart when I see people have to work so hard, and then at the same time, like, you know, what's happening with our monetary system, it's pretty, I mean, I can't do much other than, like, speak my opinion, but then at the same time, I want to share my experience with you, so that when you go and travel to these places, understand that, hey, you know, maybe a dollar or a couple of dollars, it's not much to us in America, but when we go to a different country, you know, like, Tippin is kind of like, you know, bring the tradition with us, like, you know, because these people, they need it more than we do, right? And if we have money to go out, then we have money to, you know, to kind of a gratitude kind of sense, right? Thank you, Con. Thank you. You helped me. So, my friend, that's my tip story. You know, yeah. At first, I was really unhappy when people asked for it, because, I mean, you know, but then I realized, the more you know, you kind of like, oh, okay, now I get it, you know. But anyway, yesterday I was I went to a restaurant. It's supposed to be a pho restaurant, but everything on Google Maps in Mexico is about 70% accurate. So I went there. You know, it turned out to be, I guess, it's a new restaurant, but they haven't updated on the map yet. They didn't have pho, but man, I found fettuccine, like, vegetarian. Like, I think it's the only restaurant so far where they have, like, vegetarian menu. All of the other ones, like breakfast, huevo, which is egg, you know, they have huevo chaya, which is like scrambled egg, and that's pretty much it. But yesterday I literally found a vegetarian menu, and on it was fettuccine with fried avocado, and you dip that into hot sauce. Oh my God, now I'm going back. But you know, the one thing that I picked up in Mexico is learning how to eat or getting used to spicy food. Well, not really. It's more of a condiment kind of thing. Picante, I think that's what they call it. But man, it's because every time in the past when I ate it, I would get like my stomach hurt, like, you know, like diarrhea and stuff like that. But now I'm just kind of getting used to it, and it's actually becoming an addiction. God damn it. So sad. So sad. Okay, my friend, much love wherever you are. Remember my tip story, okay? When you go to, like, I mean, if you go to a country that's richer than America, you still got a tip. But but the fact that we have money and we go, I mean, we don't have much. You don't gotta have much. I mean, it's not like, it's just a sense of gratitude. And if you don't, you know, a thank you, a gracias, you know, people would greatly appreciate it when we give and when we act. If we don't have anything to give, then we act. We say thank you. So, my friend, much love. I will see you in the next video. Actually, before I go, make a video. Let me know, my friend. Hashtag Gazillionaires Club. Okay. What is your perspective on tipping? Should you tip when you go, or should you not tip when you go? I want to hear about it. For the longest time, I'm not gonna lie, I struggle with this, you know, because coming from a 9 to 5, you know, paycheck to paycheck, party on the weekend, I ain't got no money to tip. But I've learned, you know, it's all about giving and getting, but we have to give in order to get. And even if we don't get in that situation, who knows? Because karma is what we create, right? It's not what happened with karma is current. So, you know, every action, I just think of it, okay, it's, you know, it is how to be a human being to one and another with what we can, okay? So let me know your opinion in the video and use the hashtag Gazillionaires Club. Much love, my friend. I will see you in the next video. Ta-da.